Hey everybody, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World Electronics. I got my boxes from Battery Hookup today, finally. The shipment was delayed, but that's not their fault. I have been anxiously waiting for these. I've had space cleared off here. I'm going to move the plants down. I got my table cleared off. And there's going to be a lot of batteries. Lithium Ion, flat packs, prismatic, pouch batteries, any way you want to call it. It's the lithium ion flat batteries. All kinds of mix, just like Christmas time today. Never know what's going to be in there. Well, the first thing I got to do, if these are like the others I received from them, I'm going to have to open them up and take off all the foam packing peanuts. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and take all of these out of all three boxes before we proceed. That is a job in itself. It takes some time. Now this is 120 pounds, so I bought 12 of their batches of mixed flat packs. 12 of their lots for $8.50 a lot. That is so crazy cheap. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is why I've held off on doing anything so far on my projects, on my power walls, because I wanted to see what I was going to get here in the boxes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. If these are anything like the ones I've already received, whew, the ones I've been receiving so far are not cycled at all, I think. So most of the batteries I've been receiving are like new. Well, I'm going to go ahead, I'll pick them out as I go, and get the other boxes opened and get all the peanuts out. And then we'll proceed. This is so exciting. I just pulled them off. That's all I've done. Oh, this is exciting. These I've already been messing with. I've been charging these up all day from the previous shipment. They're all testing out like brand new. I don't think they've ever been cycled. Same with the Samsung batteries. Look at all the batteries. Look at all the batteries. This is so exciting. Alright, I'm like a kid on Christmas, okay? Forgive me. This is so cool. That is some serious power for off-grid living. I'm going to build some mega power walls. Look at that. Well, let me get these bubbles or these foam things out of the way and start sorting batteries. I was just texting a friend, buying at Battery Hookup these blind lots is a cross between Christmas and gambling, only you always win. You don't know what you're going to get, but I've had a bunch of these Samsung batteries and I'm starting to solder them together to make power walls. They're 4,000 milliamp hour batteries, and were made in 2019, the spring period of 2019. So far they're all testing out like brand new. I think these were installed and never cycled. I think these are they were all installed in phones and then never cycled. This one is a little bit lower capacity, I think. There's some 3,300 milliamp hours, and there's some 4,400. Actually, they've got two ratings, 4,000 and 4,400. I would go with the lower because they're rated at 4.2 volts. I'm only charging them, or they're rated at 4.4 volts. I'm charging them to 4.2, and it'll extend their life. These are like brand new. I think they've never been cycled. So I'm going to start with this box. I have no idea where to start. I've got 3 boxes. I'm so excited. Here's some pouch batteries that have tabs on them. It doesn't get easier than that. Look at this. I don't think these have been used. They may have been put in something and taken out, but I'm betting they're going to test new. What do we got here? 3.7 volts, 4.3 watt hours, 1180 milliamp hours. It doesn't get easier than that to make your battery packs. Look at that. Oh, look at that. This is so cool. Well, look at this. Somebody's tested these. 1159. They're rated at 1180. And this one is 1159. Here, 1187. Higher than its rated capacity. Higher than its rated capacity. That's so awesome. Whoops. I think this is all going to turn out to be an amazing batch of batteries, because the ones I've worked with so far are testing out high. So I'm going to dig some of these out. You've seen the Samsung phone batteries before. I'm going to sort them out till I get to something different from what I just showed you. There's a lot of these Samsung batteries. I'll pile them up together in groups of related size. There's these little bags of tiny, tiny, tiny ones. I don't know why they all got X's on them. I hope that's nothing negative. I got 3 bags of these so far. So little. Now I'm into some other types. There's 3 bags of 3 so far. I've got handfuls of these little batteries. They says 0.68 watt hours. I don't know how many volts. I'll have to check them with a voltmeter later. But now I'm into these little packs. They're oh, some are corroded. Some are definitely going to be old. I guess we'll have to see. A lot of these are corroded. Sometimes it's hit and miss. I bet some of these aren't going to be that hot. But with the batteries that are like new, you really come out ahead in the end. I'm at the bottom of the box, and look at that. That's all Samsung batteries. There's a good start on a power wall just itself. I've got some I pulled out so far. There's the 3300 milliamp hour and the 4000 milliamp hours. I might be mixed and matched a little. I'll have to double check. Some of these have 2 different ones in a bag. But I'll sort them. I'm going to count all the power when I'm done. And on these, I love these. And they're all marked with their capacity, which is all at or above original, which is amazing. And that's just one box. I've got 2 more to go. I'm going to dig them out, though, and sort and see what we got, so that I can count them later and figure how many kilowatt hours I got for my money. Okay, these are 4400 milliamp hours. And these are around 3,300 or so. Now this is a big mix. There's a tall and narrow and a short and wider. Pretty much around the same rating. It's hard for me to read these without a magnifier. I'll sort them out again separately later. And then there's these tablet batteries. And then these flat packs that are already marked and rated. Now, I'm excited about the Samsung batteries because they've been testing beautifully in my lab, and to all to like high capacity, and because they're all the same battery. Like all of this can be one battery bank. That's all the same battery. I love that. All the same capacity. So the more I get of the same capacity, the better off I'm going to be. And then oddballs will go into small solar power generators. And then these, I'm going to go ahead and check everything later when I'm done with a voltmeter and come through and figure these out. These say, I'll come back to it with a magnifier in a bit. And all these, we'll have to see if they're worth anything, if there's any value to them, if the corrosion is just superficial or what. But there sure is a pile of them, and a lot of them. That's box number 1. Box number 2 already makes me excited, because these are testing out like new. There's like a medical pack in here. I don't know if they've ever been used, because I'm testing them all out like brand new. And they look like they're out of a case, that they've not been inserted into a case. Or, I mean, it's just, they're testing beautifully on my lab, my workbench upstairs. That's exciting. There's bags of these in here. I love these. They're 4S 16 volt battery packs. It's awesome. There's another bag. These are good batteries. I like them. There's a bunch of these. These I've already tested out before. They have various voltages and capacities, but they're rated between 14.8 and 16.6 volts at 45.88 watt hours. These flat packs are going to be, I mean, they were $157 a piece new. They go to between a $2,500 to $4,000 tablet. And they're going to make an awesome power bank for me because of their capacity. Look at how many. Look at how many's in there, all the way to the bottom of the box on these. And that is just, that's a lot of capacity right there. That's a lot of power. Oh, that one says Zebra. Oh, that one's different. Explorer Zebra. Oh, it is the same company as the cell phones. I did not know that. None, the others didn't say that. It said it's Explorer on both sides. And this one is Zebra. Explorer, Zebra. Interesting. So they're related. These cell phones, I'm going to scoop these out. I had these on the last batch. They're not exactly cell phones. They're called Enterprise Companion. EC30 Enterprise Companion. Every single one tested out in load, and every one I charged up, every single one works, and they've got low cycles. One tested at like 17 battery cycles. That's insane. And these were all, it says right on them, Kohl's. These were all returns for recycled. I don't think they were used. I think that they just didn't end up using them in their company. And so I've got all these. I bet they all work. I bet every one. These are 8-core, 2.2 gigahertz computers, pocket computers. I mean, I'm going to play around. They've got Android 11 on them. I'm going to play around with these things and see what I can do with them. That's a lot of power right there. That's some serious power. And there's more of those battery packs. There's a couple more Samsung. I'm going to get, looks like I'm down to just a couple Samsung batteries, and then all the cell phones. Well, they're not even cell phones. They're Enterprise Companions. They're computers. They're really powerful little computers. And then I'll get those little batteries out. 60 of these. They cost $350 a piece. The ones I tested out like 17, 20, 22 cycles. Charge discharge cycles. They have an awesome diagnostics inside. 8-core processor, 4 gigs of RAM. I've got to figure out something I can do with these. 60 of them. Every single one that I tested out of the previous, I think 14 or 16 I had, tested out beautiful with 100% battery capacity. And I got, I think, what, 18 or 19 of these 45 watt hour 16 volt battery packs. Just an amazing haul so far. All these, I think those are medical, but I'm not sure. But they're all testing out beautiful upstairs from my previous purchases. This whole mess, I have no idea. I'll have to play with them. These little guys, I have no idea. And then so far, a heaping load of Samsung, all of which have tested great on my bench from my previous order. And I still have another box left, so I will absolutely have a power wall when I'm done. Alright, now I'm down to the last box. There's a lot of Samsung on the top, so I'll pull them out, and there's some of these again as well. Well, I hope some of these test out good. Hopefully they all do, but we'll see. I know these I'm excited about because they're so easy to work with. The tabs are right there. It's going to be so mega easy to put packs together with these. Actually, the Samsung are not hard at all. I'll show you when I get done. I've been resorting. I put the medical packs down here. I put the 4100 milliamp hour ones down here, 15.4 watt hours. 12.71 watt hours are all here. And I've got some mixed ones I have to sort. More 4000 milliamp hours, but a different size. Some tablet ones, and then the flat ones here that are testing, or that supposedly were tested good by somebody. And I'm down to the bottom of this box. It looks like it's going to be, the whole bottom is going to be Samsung batteries, and I've got a bit of a mix. There's some of these, what I'm calling medical packs. Those have treated me well so far in my lab upstairs. So we'll go through. That's a unique, weird thing. But we'll go through here and open these up, or go through the rest of these. Some of these are 18650s. Those are 18650s. A little bit of a mix. Got another phone. I keep calling it a phone. It's a pocket computer. And then I had a bunch of these in my first batch too, which I haven't done much with yet because I've got to get a welder to be able to deal with them. All these ones here. So I'll sort this out and we'll see what we got. There's a lot of these little ones. All done. These are all about 3,000 to 3,400 milliamp hour. There's a little bit of a mix in here. I might sort them later, but I might put them all in one battery bank and use them under the lowest rating. There's various dates from 2017 to 2019, 2018. A lot of 2019s though, which gives me a lot of hope for these. There is a different type of 4,000 milliamp hour. They're a little bit longer and narrower. And these are the flat ones. I had a few more, but not so many in there. These are mixed that I've got to open up and sort. And then the ones you saw, a little more of those packs right there. One more cell phone out of that bunch, and a few of these little guys. Some loose ones and some loose oddball, I think 18650s. And a mess of 4,000 milliamp hour batteries. 2018, 2019. I guess I'm going to do some spot checking and see. This one says sensor bad, so if it's the circuit up top, I won't care. I'm going to actually test that one first. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to take it up on the bench and put it on the charge and see what happens. And then there's some of these little guys here. So, nice haul. If the results I get now are equivalent to what I had before, then I've got a lot of power. Now I'm going to do a calculation on these and figure out the kilowatt hours total. And I'll be back to talk about that later. So there's 200 of these and 88 left over. There's a box. So I've got 288 of the 4,000 milliamp hour, 15.4 watt hour, 4,435 watt hours. So 4.4 kilowatt hours from this one type of battery. 4.4 kilowatt hours. There's 250 of these guys. I've got 234 in here, and 250 total gives me 3.177 kilowatt hour of capacity. So I've got 4.4 kilowatt and almost 3.2 kilowatt with the 4.4 whatever. 7.6 kilowatts, give or take, so far that I've counted. So I got 58 of the 4,000 milliamp hour batteries. That's 893 watt hours capacity total right there. That's almost a kilowatt right there. That's insane. The energy density of lithium ion. So here's 800 watt hours in capacity. I've got here 180 watt hours capacity. I've got 224 watt hours capacity. And I've got the oddballs I haven't counted. And I'm not even going to try working on them yet because I have no idea what's good or what's not. These, I don't know what their rating is. I can probably guess a capacity of I bet 1,600 milliamp hours a piece from their size, but I can't be sure. But I've got, let me do the math here, and then I have these little guys. I don't even know what these are. I'll probably check these next on the voltmeter. Up here on the bench, these are all in the millivolt range. It's no wonder they didn't tape off any leads or anything. I'm going to look them up online and see what they even are. No idea. I got hundreds of these. Hopefully I can do something with them. They Could be just asleep. We'll see. This one says sensor fail, so I'm going to try this one first. It's relatively new. It's September 26, 2019. Not that old. I forgot my tripod. Let me set this up. I'm going to show you how easy it is to get these opened up and get to the leads. So let's try this one first. One that says sensor fail. There's a bunch of quads going on outside the house. This is so easy to split. I use my fingernail. Eventually I'm going to get a plastic cutter to slice this. I slide my fingernail in there, and then this just tips open. Okay, and then there's some tape on there. I don't know if I can separate that because there's some tape on there. If you want, which I prefer to do, I take this tape off, and then there's a plastic insulator here, and that comes off. And now I've exposed the leads. Now I can measure it. My guess is, I'm guessing that this up here is what's failed, but we'll see. I'm thinking that these are probably going to be pretty good. If I remember right, that's plus over here. 3.78 volts. We are looking good. That's what I thought. So I'm going to put it over on the charger, on the power supply over here. Here. And make sure I get my polarity right, just to be safe. Plus is here, minus is here. Make sure I got it right. Okay. I'm going to write that on there. Alright. That way I don't have any possibility of confusion. Then I'll put this over here. And we are charging. I'm going to put that at 500 milliamps. I don't know if you can see. And let that run a while. And this one I'll put off to the side, because that one's charging. Now I'm going to get another battery going here in the other on the other power supply. Let's open this up. I love these Samsung batteries because they're so easy. Get my finger started in there, slip and slide, and then I can peel that tape off. Oh, I love these. They're so easy. And then pop that little plastic thing off. Okay, and now I've got the leads. Let's check this one. Sorry, try not to block the camera, but it's impossible. Plus, minus, we have, 2.43 volts. Let's see if we can bring that back up. I'm betting it's going to be just fine. This is March 6, 2019. My guess is that these have not really been cycled. I'm really guessing that these are pretty much new batteries. I gotta flip this one upside down. Wait a minute. Nope. I may be able to do that. Plus, get that out of the way so we don't fry anything. Minus, and we've got charging going on. We'll let these charge up. I'll be back in a while and see if they're any good. The idea is I'm going to spot check some batteries before I finish off this video and let you know if, spot checking if I got a good deal or not. This battery that had fail written on it is coming up. It's at 4. I'll probably stop charging around 4.0 or 4.2. I'll let that run until the current starts to drop. I just soldered some leads on these. I don't know what they are. They look like camera batteries. Out of 9 of them I tested, 4 came out with a decent voltage. 5 came out pretty low. But These are 890 milliamp hour 3.7 volt batteries. I did not count these. I did not count how many I have in the box. I didn't count them at all because some of them are sort of corroded looking on the ends. And sort of nasty colors. See the color, the green, even here in this section here. So I didn't count them. But now that I got them out, here, look at this one. There's a lot of nasty color on there. But this one had a decent voltage, so I soldered some leads on them so I can charge them. And we'll see what happens. This is the one that said defective. I'm running a discharge capacity test on it. I charged up one of these that I thought was going to be absolute junk. I've got two more charging in parallel, and I'm going to stop them pretty soon here. I'm probably going to go to 4.05. I'm going to turn down the current to half that. And they're all doing good. I've got another one on over here. I'm going to run the capacity test on this one, which obviously was considered failed. And I took the worst case scenario. And we'll see what it has. And then I'm probably going to charge up one of the oldest batteries from this set as well and see what it'll do. And then we'll call it a day on this video. Well guys, everything is really turning out amazing. This one that had the failed sensor is now at 2.3 amp hours and still going strong. It could take a couple more hours to finish, so I'm going to wrap up this video. I have a feeling that's going to test positive, good capacity like all the others. The thermocells I had from the last batch are all testing out at maximum fresh new capacity, and I'm quite amazed that 2013 dated Dell server batteries, I believe these are for RAID controller backups, they have a cute little pink purple battery inside, and they're rated 1.88 amp hours. And I'm quite amazed. When I took it out of the pack, I tore one apart, it was 3.77 volts. So I'm charging that up slowly. I'm just amazed. Everything I've got is taking a charge. I'm going to do some tests on these because there's a lot of talk about battery shelf life and age and degradation and loss of capacity over time. But these are, what, 7, 8, 9 years old. And this one is turning out very fine. I might do a separate video on that because that is from my previous order, and I'm going to do some capacity tests. But right now I've only got one that does mixed batteries. I'm probably going to get more of these. By the way, I'm going to finish up a review on this here soon because I'm loving it. Well, that's it guys for the unboxing and the amazing load that I got. It is incredible. I'm very pleased. Well, please like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't. Always something new and exciting here. Talk to you later.